What's up, guys? It's Twinless Twin. We're playing some more of this Ulamog Emperor of Bones combo deck, and I made some changes. So Oculus is gone, and here's the reason why. I felt like Frog is a very good plan B, maybe even still plan A, honestly. And Kiora is also very reasonable as a sidestep plan um, that is very threatening and can win the game on its own. So we have this good fair shell, and what I wanted to do was make more room for cards that could help protect our combo. So Thoughtseize protects the combo, but also you can Thoughtseize yourself and set up like a turn 3, Thoughtseize turn, Emperor of Bones turn 2, and then Thoughtseize yourself turn 3, make the Ulamog. Wanted more Kioras in the deck, but didn't really have a lot of space to fit that. Trying out like Falaji Archaeologist here. So trying out a lot of different new stuff. Also added another land. I felt like that was a pain point that I've been experiencing. We cut all those considers and preordains and didn't add any mana, so making sure to add that extra land so we don't ever get stuck on lands. Yeah, sideboard's pretty straightforward, so we can just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so... Well, this hand's like close. But not really there. I mean, if this was a dual land, I think maybe you could keep on the draw and talk yourself into it. Okay. Apparently I needed to add more than just one land, but we're gonna go... I think we're gonna go down to 5 here. I mean, the other option is keeping and just hoping to draw a land in 2 steps. 21 lands. That puts our odds at... it's like 1 in 3 almost. A little better than 1 in 3 for 2 draw steps. So we lose pretty much on the spot the other amounts of the time. Feels like 5 might just be better. Okay, I like this 5. I think we should keep 1 Unearth, Fatal Push, ooh, Devourer of Destiny. Okay, well, I guess we didn't see Gigantha, so we could have maybe put back the Fatal Push. But like on the play, I would be much more comfortable putting back the Fatal Push. Actually, I'm gonna move the camera over here so that it looks like I am looking at you as we play. Okay, there we go. Right, so on the draw, I was pretty interested in having a piece of interaction that could, I could play turn 1, but there was the risk of this, which is that we have a Fatal Push now against this deck. But we did draw Thoughtseize, and I have to say that is a relief. It might help us avoid instantly dying. Ooh, we could take the Ulamog and hope to draw Emperor of Bones. That would be pretty funny, but I think the right move here is definitely taking the Kozilek's command, leaving them with just Ulamog and some lands. So this Devourer is under the thing. The Kozilek's command is gone. They just played Urza's Saga. And yeah, I mean, we're 100%. Did they draw One Ring? That would be dirty. What is this? Exile all creatures from your graveyard. Exile the top 3. Wow. Okay, so they just start to flip cards, I guess. And they did not hit anything on this first 3 card set. Well, I'm really happy we did not Thoughtseize the Ulamog. That would have been embarrassing. Alright, come on. Alright, they missed again. This is a crazy, crazy deck. Okay, looks like they also have Goria's Vengeance. So lots of stuff going on here with our opponent. We find Ulamog. It's not going to do much for us here in this game. I guess we can probably afford to Fatal Push this Construct token. We know one of their cards is Ulamog. We will need to Fatal Push one of the constructs or it's going to get out of hand. I mean, they can go for cookbook and start to make some pretty big constructs. Okay, okay, that's actually... I mean, if we draw a land, we could just win next turn. Discard Emperor, or draw a black source to be specific. Yeah, we discard Emperor, discard Ulamog, Unearth, and then boom, you lose. So I'm a little bit confused by all our YouTube viewers, because some of you said stop the card shuffling, and some of you said please card shuffle. So I guess I'll do like some card shuffles. Hopefully that pleases the card shuffle enjoyers, but now I'll stop, and then the people who dislike card shuffling can also be happy. It's a win-win. Uh-oh. I think I am not going to be winning. They're just through the breaching, and they have Ulamog. Am I crazy? Why do I only count 4 mana? Oh, they floated with the Saga. Well, I guess that was the downside of Fatal Pushing, was that we don't have Counterspell up, and now we lose. Actually, I'd say we don't lose on the spot here. I'm going to discard Emperor of Bones and Ulamog. If we just draw running lands, I know it's optimistic, and actually it has to be like Darkslick Shores, basically. We could win. I mean, our opponent doesn't have... our opponent doesn't have any way to deal us the last 2 points. Now they could just start... Okay, we found Undercity Sewers, and we're looking for lands. We need any land. Okay, they found Emrakul. That's gonna kill us. Okay. So I think these consigns seem nice. Slotsea seems nice. Harbinger seems really nice. And Fawn seems nice. Snares seem okay. We could probably afford to cut one. The Fatal Pushes seem very bad. The Unearth seems kind of mid as well. So we have all these cards we want to bring in. Philology doesn't, I mean, the blocking doesn't really matter, so it's a pretty weak card when the blocking doesn't matter. Snare is just, I saw Goryo's Vengeance, so I do kind of like having Snare. They do also have like talismans and stuff. But maybe just like 2 Snare is okay, because they probably don't have a ton of 2-drops. The rest of these cards seem better to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep... Let's have this as our plan. I mean, Spellbomb is also potentially a card that we'd want to consider. 5 lands, no frog. I think it's a mulligan. I mean, double consign is fine, but like drawing any more lands after this is pretty bad. And it's not a proactive hand. Like, this is much, much better. I think Watery Grave tapped turn 1 is going to be my play. Oh, and I need to put a card back. What am I going to put back? I guess the Sink? We do need to hit a 3rd land. The Emperor of Bones is just good, period. It's like graveyard hate. The reason I say is we could consider putting back Ulamog, but I really think that the Ulamog is going to be pretty good. We already have the discard outlet with Frog. Alright, let's keep and put back the Sink. Our life does matter a little bit, because we could draw Consign, for example, And if they put a big Eldrazi into play and Annihilator trigger us, we can consign the Annihilator trigger, take the damage, and then they lose their Eldrazi. So, move Thoughtseize. That's sad. Losing our frog hurts. We do still have the Emperor of Bones. I assume they're taking the frog here. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, they take Harbinger. So I guess they're really afraid of Harbinger, which does make sense. It seems like a scary card for them to beat. A difficult card for them to beat, I should say. I think I can just actually attack here and hold up the sink. It's probably the better play. Like, if I have to sink, then it's good that I held it up, and if I don't have to sink, I can still play Emperor of Bones and activate next turn by shocking the sink in as a land. But like, if, for example, they threw the Breach Me here, it's a problem. I guess the scary thing is they could definitely have interaction. Alright. I mean, let's go for it. We do have it again next turn. It feels like they probably have Kozilek's, yeah. Ay. Not good. Maybe they're playing around Spell Pierce. It's pretty heads up, I guess. Wait, they target the frog. Oh, and the cards in my graveyard, I see. Okay. Alright, I mean... do we want to play out this Emperor Bones? Probably not. Probably just like bluff. Bluff a counter is better. They also might just like kill the Emperor of Bones main phase or something. I could see lots of reasons not to show them the second Emperor of Bones. I guess like the benefit would be if we drew like Thoughtseize or a counter. No, if we draw a counter, it's fine. If we draw Thoughtseize, yes, maybe there's some downside. 4, 5. They just cast the Whirl, whatever the 7 mana guy is. We're gonna kill them with the second Emperor. So like this is another reason not to play the Emperors, where they don't know that we have it, and they might make a play thinking like this is their best play. And then we'll just get them with the second one. Please play the Devourer of Destiny. I would be so upset if you played Devourer of Destiny. That exiles my Emperor of Bones. Oh, Kozilek's? That's much worse. Okay, so they made a bunch of Scions. I mean, this could mean they have another Kozilek's, but I think we just need to go for it. They're going to have to sack everything but one Scion, which we'll have to block. And then we just have a 4/4 Emperor of Bones. Or they truly do have another removal spell, which would be pretty gross. Do they really? Wow. Another Kozilek's command? I can't believe it. I mean, I guess that would have... We had Thoughtseize. It wouldn't have mattered, right, if we drawn one more land. But this is a lot of interaction for a pretty linear deck, I have to say. Like, now they have Fable. Can we find a frog? No. Let's hold on to this land. We have Kiora and we have Kiora and Psychic Frog as ways to turn this land into more value. It would have been nice to have that land to Thoughtseize before we had to go for the Emperor Bones, but I mean, maybe because they made the Scions, we could have read into a potential second Kozilek's command. But I also thought maybe they were just gonna like plan on hard casting, you know, Ulamog or something. So I feel like we made the. And I guess if we Thoughtseize, like we could take away their big guy as well. So maybe Thoughtseizing and waiting a turn actually was the safer play there. Could even Thoughtseize and then play out the Emperor. I don't know. Well, things are not looking great at this point. So to recap, they like now they're gonna Everclass. Okay. They like Thoughtseize triple Kolagons commanded us. Brutal game to start off this league. It's okay, we'll rebound. Have any of you guys tried out this deck? Let me know. This hand is not horrible. I mean, they don't have a companion, so we're not sure how live this Fatal Push is. We have Thoughtseize, like the Surveils, Do we need to find a way to ditch the Ulamog? We have 7, so it's not impossible, but... I'm gonna keep... And maybe that's bad. I mean, it doesn't even have the Emperor Bone, so we need to both find a way to ditch the Ulamog and get Emperor of Bones in play. Lotus Bloom. Okay, so we're playing against Belcher. Let's Thoughtseize them. Lotus Bloom suspended turn 1 means we're not going to be able to deny them mana. But we could... Okay, so they have like the Waterlogged Teachings, which technically can very slowly get Belcher. But it's possible it's just better to take the Jwari Disruption. I feel like it's better to just take the Jwari Disruption there. I don't know. Maybe it's better to take the Teachings because like they play. Well, we have answers for Tameshi locked up. Creature. Kiora here. Kiora appears on my screen. Nope, Watergrave. Alright, well, we'll put it in the bin. This laboratory, we didn't know about that. Just gonna grab a Surveil again, trying to give us shots to do something with this Unearth. Okay, just keep binning lands, that's fine. I guess we'll cycle the Unearth if we don't spell snare something. Oh, maybe it was actually a mistake to do this. I forgot that they could Tameshi us this turn. So we know they didn't use Jwari. They have Sync Commandeer 1 unknown. Now 2 unknowns. I guess the Sync is also a bit annoying. Oh, we're getting Belchered. We're getting belched. We can cycle and find Fawn. Or our own Sync. Okay. That is not going to be enough. Oh, they can just play a land this turn. They just have us dead. We'll take a look at their deck. I forgot they sold a land drop. But I mean, we made the right play. Okay, so they had Pact of Negation. They had Tameshi's. Pretty straightforward. They have Whir. Okay. That's alright. So Dispute, Fawn, Thoughtseize, Undercity, potentially Surgical all coming in. I mean, I don't really think they can beat us if we Surgical the Belcher, which he could like Thoughtseize. Coming out, I have to cut some number of Fatal Push, the Falashi. Probably like cut these Ulamogs down a bit and cut Emperor Bones down a bit and shave a Kiora. I don't know, it's the classic problem of like we don't have great threats because it's hard for us to tap out turn 3 for Kiora. I guess on the play actually it's not that hard, so maybe that means we should keep the Kioras in on the play at the very least. Can shave and Unearth, I think. Emperor of Bones is just a 4/4, so maybe that's not bad. He's got onto 1 Ulamog. Really, like, playing the full control role feels fine. They have a bunch of disruption stuff also, so the combo isn't even, like, uncontested. They have plenty of counters of their own. So I don't want to play too much of the combo. I mean, maybe it's just like, yeah, if we're doing this, we should just do this, right? Just play the Emperor of Bones. Well, I think this hand's a mulligan. If I had a frog, we're like pretty close to casting, so I wouldn't mind. But like Scour is hardly a cantrip because you don't get any selection. You're just getting a random card. Even like Preordain, right, makes this hand to keep, I'm pretty sure. But Scour, I don't know. And then we have a lot of counters, which is the only thing that's kind of tempting me about it. But like, if we just miss land drops, I don't know how we're gonna ever play these Kioras. I'm gonna mulligan. Honestly, I'm a lot happier with this hand, which might be surprising, but I am. We can turn one Surveil. We need to find interaction, but like the double frogs, especially on the play, are gonna draw us some cards for sure, and put us in a really nice spot to actually win if we do find the interaction. I wonder what shocking this means. Does it mean that they are playing... We don't need this Kiora if we already have double frog. I kind of am expecting to get like Mystical Disputed here, to be honest, but that's fine. Spell Snare, sure. I mean, there's not really another play for us, and we already have a second frog in hand. It does suck. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't. Ooh, Kiora. I mean, Kiora is a very fast clock and helps us find interaction. I actually think it might be the better play here. Okay, let's discard frog, Fatal Push. So we have the Undercity Informer, which may not fully win the game on the spot, but probably does some good work. And then we do need one more card for Delir or Threshold or whatever. So I mean, that shock was really good for us. Like, I shouldn't have played the land first. I don't know why I did that. Didn't need to. They need to counter this. I guess they could bounce it. That would be pretty annoying. If they just sink into support this, so we don't have 7 cards. Oh, Flare Denial. Okay. So that means we do get our Kiora trigger. And with them shocking down to 14, we're going to hit them to 11, and then we have 11 damage next turn. So the clock is now 1 turn for them to win. They have Belcher here, but we have Fawn. So that Fawn was a very nice draw. I mean, we had plenty of good draws otherwise, but Fawn was definitely one of the good ones. Watch us just lose here. We lose this game, video's over. Yeah, I'll still upload it, but video's over. What is this? What's going on here? Oh no, we're gonna lose. We're so dead. We are so dead. What does this do? Change the target. Okay, so that doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Okay, so currently none of their lands are, like, they don't have the sink, basically, is I guess what I'm saying. So they don't have a way to protect a Belcher. If they even have a Belcher, right? They might not actually have a Belcher. This Tameshi also just, like, blocks our Scion, so... But, I mean, if they're going for it this turn and they don't get there, they might have trouble. I hope they have, like, Whir of Invention. Something really expensive. Something really expensive so that we, Nope, just a Belcher. Okay, here's my Fawn. Okay. Well, I did say the video would end, so I guess that's it for this league. Thank you guys for watching. We'll have to go back to the drawing board on this list. Alright, peace.